Another thing I will tell you that no one warned me about, and I was so pissed at all my friends, was the post-wedding blues. Kelly.
Sorry.
Like, it didn't hit me. I was on a high for like 2 weeks. I was on a high.
And then you're like, I have nothing else to plan. I have nothing to plan.
And I literally was so depressed. Like,
You were depressed?
holy shit. I went into such a depressive episode because I guess I was doing so much. I was doing a show plus the podcast plus the wedding. And like it was so much going on. And then the last week of getting the wedding ready, and then the high of it, that I was like, I remember talking to Eddie and I'm like, why do I feel so sad?
How did he feel?
Okay.
Guys are like,
He was
0 Fs.
It's funny because he felt a little like down too. For someone who did not want a wedding, the day after he looked at me and he said, I had the time of my life. I kind of not imagine not doing this. I would do this every weekend.
But and you're like, don't tempt me with a good time.
I was like, hey, our 1 year anniversary, we can do it all over again. But he kind of felt like weird too, of just like, wow, are you feeling down? And I'm like, yeah, like it was crazy. Like your emotions are so high and everything's so high. And then you go to like, oh, and now I understand why people go on their honeymoon, like literally like right after, because you're on like that high and the high continues on like your honeymoon.
That's good to know.
Because
I was just a bridesmaid in December and then in September. And both of those brides were like, yeah, this was great. But they didn't say anything about, post-wedding blues.
And my best friend texted me at one day and she was like, so how are those post-wedding like feels coming in? And I'm like, first of all, you're a bitch for not even telling me that
Give me a
I was
heads
gonna
up.
feel like this. Like, yeah, it was.
Well, thank you for the heads up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
It's crazy because you spend all this time planning and you do it, and now you're looking at pictures and you're like, wait, I want to go back and do it all over again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so just be prepared for that.
I don't want wedding blues.